Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. These NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Back to throw now. Maybe some nerves. It's an interception on his first pass. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Falcons take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense. Not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Come on, come on. Hey, let's go, lady.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He gained 11 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Cowboy 80. 70 Timberwolves.
Running for the first time with a Tennessee rookie. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Okay,
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Cougar 19.
3rd and long for him here. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. Now comes Blake Gillikin to punt, something he did plenty in Atlanta back in his high school playing days.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. You're going play fake with Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
The give here on 2nd. Dodges another stop. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd down, it's Penix. He has the first over the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
We've set it down from 37. On 1st down, they'll run. Escapes the defender. Gets it to the 15. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 13-0 lead.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Saints nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Hand off here for Miller. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Buffalo 80. Hey, smash Bronco.
Dropping back to throw. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion. But the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
18 Cardinal, 18 Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. Check, Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's complete. This is Olave. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Saints first down. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. Passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called.
Yep.
But finally, as you said, their first completion.
To throw here on first down. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down block. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Miller. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Come on. Hey. 19 target.
Looking to throw here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Throwing now on first down. Penix lobs this deep down the middle. His heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They start out 2nd and 10. Again for the first time to Rashad White. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
48-yard line.
From the shotgun, Penix. Caught by the open man. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Saints, nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Okay, ready?
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
On the give, it's Miller. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. And the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now an inside handoff to Miller. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st down from the 42.
Let's go now. 6 devices.
Running once more with Miller. The turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Go. Panther Street. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Throwing now off the play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Ready.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
60 Maverick. 60 Panther 60.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jack Campbell with the INT. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now. And I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, bat and baseball, like you grip it tight and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Hits his running back. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1 or 2 yards there.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Hits him on the in route. And they are on it, short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up fourth down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Then Evans, the one to kick it away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
At their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. All the left side. And on first down, no place to go here. They're going to take him out about a yard behind the line.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
To the line for second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
Back to throw now, third down. Fits it through the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. His progress is stopped, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Mustang 19.
Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw. And they pick him off again. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Falcons should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Penix on first down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it sets up second down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79.
Penix here from the gun. Completed over the middle. Leads into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided first half. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing the return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Hey, smash from 2. Ready.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. One last play before the break.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Check. Hurt. Let's go.
Final throw before the break. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they pick him off again! Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons are stopped on that return. So that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Return coming from the 6. He dodged the tackle. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll run here on first down. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Back to the well again. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
And he stops it on the stop. A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Penix working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Shut up! Liking 18, 19,
Hand off to the back. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Ready? 18 Cardinals.
To the air with Penix. That's cut at the 4. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead.
Saints nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Here we go, set. 19 Charger, 19.
Miller with it. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Come on, let's go.
Again, it's Miller. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Hate to say it, but it kind of feels like time, Brock. It might be time for this offense to get a little more one-dimensional because this ground game hasn't done anything. I mean, just look up at the scoreboard.
Or maybe the in-between is a little play action. I mean, everything they've done, unfortunately, has not worked. On that one, to go backwards.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Lions. Mustang 19. Let's go. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Goes right downfield to Olave. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Ready, go. Let go.
They'll run it from the gun. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Haven't been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate. I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing. Run right at them and go make a point.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back all 18. Pioneer.
He's going to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start the second half with some needed points. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Saints cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Reed now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Give now to the running back. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. Keeps away from one. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now a give running right. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A give to Algier on the inside handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Penix. Back to his back. Here's Rashawn White. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, that crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down without play. That check down taking some big yards.
And they're going to stop him, but he's got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Gets it again. Defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call, because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football.
And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons continue piling it on here in the 4th. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
42, Saints 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Come on. Hit.
Hand off here for Miller. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here you go. Hawk 70. Drop 60. 60 Maverick. Go.
Here's a throw. And they pick him off again. Xavier Watts picks it. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. Defense getting in on the farm block with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. He'll pick things up from the 35. And 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
19 Cardinals. 19 Cougar.
Straight ahead. Here's Miller. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Ready, set.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Cut out left. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
70 Lions. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
From the gun, a give to Miller. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. You look pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Saints just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf.
Running once more with Miller. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Come on. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's going to wind up.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down.
70 Lions.
Back-to-back carries here. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
8. Try and pick this up on the ground. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. As one side leaves dejected, another can finally, at least briefly, Brock, relax here. Their playoff run extending into the divisional round.
Yeah, you get to these 60 minutes, and what is it, Kate? A suddenness? Like the suddenness of the season being over for one, and then the reality of like, oh, here we go. Here's a divisional round. Here's possible championship round. Maybe that Super Bowl is out there for us. It all happens right now in real time in front of our eyes.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.